Mount Washington is the highest mountain in northeastern North America. Once we learned about it, we just had to visit it. Usually we would hike a mountain, but since our itinerary in the East Coast was so busy, we just decided to take an auto road up. What's interesting, Native Americans did not climb Mount Washington believing that its summit was the home of a Great Spirit. Giovanni di Verrazzano was the first European settler to see it from the waters of the New Hampshire seacoast in 1524. Darby Field was the first European to climb it in 1642, and today its summit is visited by 250,000 people each year. Early settlers in the area built the first footpath to the summit in 1819, and today it's the oldest continuously maintained footpath in the US. The auto road that we drove was opened as a carriage road in 1861, and it's considered the nation's first man-made tourist attraction. The auto road is 7.6 miles long, and it provides you with some awesome views. You will pass through 4 distinct climate zones, and you can stop at each of many scenic viewpoints to enjoy the scenery. If you decide to hike the mountain instead, there are multiple trails leading up to the summit. The shortest way, the Jewel Trail, takes around 5 hours each way. The views from the summit are really great. Apparently on a clear day it's possible to see into 5 states: New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont, Massachusetts and New York, and even into Canada. I must admit that we've been quite lucky, as during our visit there were hardly any clouds and we could get really amazing panoramic views from the top. The Mount Washington Cock Railway was completed just 8 years after the auto road in 1869. If you don't want to drive or hike the mountain, you can take one of the scenic trains up and down following the tracks that have been laid almost 200 years ago. The round trip by train to the top takes about 3 hours, and you should buy tickets in advance, and it gets really busy. Mount Washington is justly famed for its weather extremes. The highest surface wind speed ever observed by man, 231 miles per hour, was recorded there on April 12, 1934 by Mount Washington Observatory. The lowest temperature record was -47 Fahrenheit, which is really cold. The observatory is a non-profit organization that was founded in 1932, and you can visit a little museum in its building to learn more about the impressive work done by the people working there. I just can't imagine staying in this really cold and windy place all year round, so yes, it's really impressive. One of many things I love about our new car is the plug in the trunk. Using this plug, we can just make grilled cheese while on the road, and it's really amazing. I know you can live without a grilled cheese while driving up the mountain, but if you can make grilled cheese, it's just really so cool and satisfying. We stopped on one of the scenic viewpoints and enjoyed our lunch while looking at the beautiful mountain scenery and just taking our sweet time before driving all the way down. It was really amazing. When driving down the mountain, you will notice a lot of signs on the side of the road telling you to stop and let your brakes cool down from time to time. Initially, we ignored these signs, thinking that our car will be okay, but it came out that after about 20 minutes of driving down and braking almost non-stop because the road is so steep and there were quite a bit of cars in front of us, we had to stop. Our brakes overheated and started smelling of burnt plastic, so we just stopped on the side of the road and let them cool down for about 20 minutes while Astrid could stretch her legs in the forest nearby. So yes, please don't ignore the signs and stop. If you ever visit White Mountains, we strongly recommend you to drive up Mount Washington. You can either drive your car, take one of the scenic railways, or just hike it. It's really amazing place, providing you the most amazing views, and it's totally worth all the effort.